Racing to the 2023 Belmont Stakes, and this time it's June 1st. Time for an update on Big Sandy and the Belmont Racing Festival. The big board today, we're going to talk about Arcangelo. He works out on Wednesday. He is going to Belmont, and an update on the Festival of Racing Fields. Let's take a look. First off, starting with Arcangelo, a workout, 5 furlongs and 102.81 on Wednesday. Strong gallop out, and looks like he's going to be Belmont bound. Here he is moving over the track, the big gray, and you know, he's really improving in his last couple of races. He picked up a nice maiden win at Gulfstream Park, an explosive stretch run, and kind of came weighted, and then really when asked, kind of just drew away, and that's what you want in a Belmont horse, a horse that has tactical speed and can sprint a little bit at the end. After the maiden win, he picked up a win in the Peter Pan, dueling with Bishop's Bay down the stretch the last time. Arcangelo going to the Belmont Stakes. That could lead us to a 10 or 11 horse field. Forte is still all systems go. Hit Show going to have his final workout on Saturday. National Treasure worked out on Tuesday. Angel of Empire, probably one more workout at Churchill before moving to Belmont. And then you've got Red Route 1 for trainer Steve Asmussen. Should be a good competitive field. You got 4 or 5 horses that'll take some money. And let's take a look at my early Belmont line. Again, what I'm trying to do here is kind of project their final odds on Belmont Day. Now, this is different than a morning line. A morning line is skewed a little bit with a little bit higher number. They round up some of the numbers, and so I'm trying to actually get to what the final odds will be here. So Il Miracolo will probably be closer to 34, 35 to 1, even though the most in a morning line will be 30 to 1. And Red Route 1, I'm thinking right around 17 to 1. Arcangelo about 9. Maybe National Treasure at 6 to 1. The real big question mark is how much they play Forte. I've got him at 5 to 2. 2.5 to 1, and if he's bet down closer to 2 to 1, you know, then you may get a little bit better price on Arcangelo or National Treasure, or even on Hit Show, depending on how low Forte is. I do think Tapit Trice is going to be the second favorite. I'm going to go about 3.3 to 1, a little less than 7 to 2. For my early projected odds. You're trying to get to a percentage number between 120 and 125 to account for the win takeout at Belmont. Now the trainers, we've got some trainers going for some personal highlights. Todd Pletcher with 4 Belmont Stakes wins. 2007, he did it with the filly Rags to Riches. Palace Malice in 2013, a little bit of an upset, 13 to 1. Tapit as one of the favorites in 2017. Then last year he runs 1-2 with Mo Donegal and another filly and Nest. Of course, he's had 35 starters over the year in the Belmont Stakes for trainer Todd Pletcher. But the one thing with Todd Pletcher is he's had some near misses. Dunkirk was a close second in 2009. Stay Thirsty, losing in the shadow of the wire, led all the way around. Destin was second. Dr. Post was second. And Nest last year. A lot of these horses have speed that finished second, and Stay Thirsty and Destin and Dunkirk. What's interesting this year, both his runners are closers. You've got Forte comes off the pace. Then you've got Tapit Trice, who definitely is going to start out in last. So his ideal Belmont winner has a little bit more speed, can make that mid-race move kind of like Mo Donegal did last year, or even a Stay Thirsty, just kind of get on that front end and kind of crank out those 24.5-second quarters. Meanwhile, Bob Baffert with 3 Belmont Stakes wins. Point Given in 2001 with the big blowout. American Pharaoh in 2015, Triple Crown winner. And then Justify won the Triple Crown. He kind of just persevered through the Triple Crown, getting through that. Didn't really run a big race in the Belmont, but got the job done. 11 starters for Bob Baffert in the Belmont Stakes, and he's going to come in with a fresh National Treasure who had to scratch out of the San Felipe, so he had a nice 90-day gap between the Sham Stakes and the Santa Anita Derby before another little gap before the Preakness Stakes. He's got some speed on the front end. Now, John Velasquez, 2 Belmont Stakes wins. Rags to Riches for trainer Todd Pletcher, and then Union Rags running the rail on that one, getting out, getting his nose down for the big victory in the final strides. Union Rags, a nice winner of the Belmont Stakes. He was more of that grinder that could just keep on going. I think we've got a couple of horses like that this year. You've got a horse like National Treasure, and even a horse like Hit Show could be near the pace. And then Arcangelo getting good quickly. Javier Castellano going to ride him. Now, Irad Ortiz, 2 Belmont Stakes wins, Creator in 2016, splitting horses, nice ride on that one. And then Mo Donegal last year. Of course, he is going to ride Forte, the most likely favorite in this year's Belmont. And Irad Ortiz has a chance to win back-to-back Belmonts. It's only been done 7 times. The last time a jockey won back-to-back Belmonts was 50 years ago. Ron Turcotte won with Riva Ridge and Secretariat. Of course, this is the 50th year anniversary of Secretariat. So Irad Ortiz trying to go back-to-back. Mo Donegal last year, and with Forte this year. Of course, Forte was a 2-year-old champion. Secretariat was a 2-year-old champion. We'll see if Irad Ortiz can get the job done. Announcement in the Met Mile yesterday. It looks like we do have a field lining up. Repo Rocks, 4 straight wins. Big win in the Westchester the last time out. He is going to go along with Taba, the Malibu winner. Smile Happy still under consideration. White Abario, the Florida Derby winner from 2022. Cody's Wish on a win streak, 4 straight wins. But Dr. Shivel looking at either the True North on that Friday, or he could run in the Met Mile. Now that Elite Power's out of there, that could put Dr. Shivel as the speed of the race in that Met Mile. Let's watch him in his most recent start, a big win the last time out, just cruising along after a long layoff. He's definitely got some class. He's got 11 starts, 6 wins for Dr. Shivel. He's got some speed. He won the Santa Anita Sprint Championship 2 years ago. He won the Bing Crosby, a Grade 1 race. And as a 2-year-old, he won the Del Mar Futurity. So Dr. Shivel adding some speed and class possibility if he goes to that Met Mile. So that Met Mile race definitely going to be a good one. Don't forget, we've got other reports up on the Belmont Stakes. We had an update on May 31st on Angel of Empire and Tapit Trice. We took a look at their trips. And also on May 30th, my Elite 8, the top 8 contenders. Arcangelo, definitely one of those, along with Hit Show and National Treasure. Watch that. We're going to do an updated speed figure video now as that field's starting to take shape. We'll take a look at the Beyer speed figures. I did a preliminary one last week. If you want to watch that, we'll update that either Friday or Saturday. Also start to take a look at the pace projection. I think with Il Miracolo, that adds some speed. Arcangelo should be close to that pace. Hit Show could be close to the pace. And the leader could be National Treasure. So I think we got kind of, not really a fast pace, but definitely some horses that can run on or near the lead. The Belmont Racing Festival, June 8th through June 10th. We're going to start drawing those fields on Monday. We're going to have a live stream next Tuesday with the Belmont Stakes as the focus as we start to hone in now on the Belmont Stakes 2023. What do you think about Dr. Shivel going to the Met Mile? And what about Arcangelo to that Belmont Stakes? Leave a comment as we get you ready. Remember, as D. Wayne Lucas says, people have opinions, horses have the facts.